Hey guys, welcome back to another Geek Time and another video on how we built my Buzz Lightyear cosplay. Last time we showed you how we did all the arm and hand pieces, and this week we've moved on to the boots. As we said last time, we did this as a joint venture with Century 21 Props and Replicas. Their links will be in the description below, so make sure you check them out. None of us have taken on a big build like this before. We were relatively new to cosplay making, let alone foam craft, but many people have asked how I made the costume, so here it is. Bit of a disclaimer, this is not a tutorial video, but more of a documentation of how we made the costume, but we will be remaking the costume in future and we'll be doing more of a tutorial, but still a how-to video for that. Oh, and one other thing, last week I said we built this in 2016, we didn't, it was actually 2017, dope! Damn my memory, but at least it was only 1 year out, which isn't too bad. As I said, this week we are going to be looking at the boots, and this was many trial and errors in this, so let's just move on. So kicking it off, like always, we skip steps to show, but what happened is we got some black steel toe cap wellies and then some EVA foam, drew out a basic shape using measurements of the boot and a guesstimate where the knee would be, and then cut it out. If you notice on the left boot, there are some scoring down the middle. This was to represent the two plastic pieces coming together. The trying it on, notice that the sides and backs would need to be higher and the knee guard also to be higher. We knew that the knee needed to be higher anyways and was going to do a piece on top because the actual characters is not smooth like this anyway. We then proceeded to move on to the edging details on the lower part of the boot. First by cutting out circles from EVA foam and pinning it to the boot to get the position to be able to cut a strip for the next bit. Highly recommend not using pins, but maybe some masking tape rolled over or even use some chalk to draw around the shape. Then we took a strip of EVA and placed it around the front and the back, cutting semicircles on the sides to match up the circular pieces on either side of the boot. We then glued it down with contact adhesive and pinned it to the boot. Again, do not pin it. Wait for the glue to dry more before applying or use masking tape. Then I heat sealed the foam, but as you can see, it went way too close and burnt it. I thought this was what was supposed to happen, but it's very rough and could have been fixed with some sanding. Oh, and the knife is not sticking in the heat gun on the right, just a bit of false perspective but anyways, I heat sealed both of them before we moved on to add in the knee and extra pieces. And there we go, the knee pieces and extra bits were made and attached, glued in with more contact adhesive, heat sealed, and used some silicone filler to try and fill the gaps. This is a big no-no, but we will tell you why on the chest section when we come to that. You will also see later why the design of the extra pieces and the way it was glued was not right. It was then Mod Podged as normal and painted, began with a white primer. Then some white gloss to give that plastic toy-like look. Once all that was dried, we hand painted the green pieces, and this is where the steel toe cap came in handy to make it easier to paint on. The bottom of the boot covers also were hand painted with green paint, as well as the underneath and sides of the welly had the purple hand painted on. So all was looking great with the boots, but something happened with the boots. As you can see, the welly did not take to the paint too well because it is rubber. However, the steel toe cap part took very well as the rough underneath part of the boot. Also remember I said the extra pieces would be an issue? There we go, and this keeps popping off to this day. So a redesign of the boot cover would be in order. Every time I wear it, I do have to use hot glue to put it back down, but this pops off when I just wear it because my calf muscles are huge. No, they just rub against it. I tried to do a quick repair as well with white duct tape on the lower part of the boot, but it just wouldn't stick to the rubber either. So a solution which should have happened all along, get white steel toe cap wellies, which were actually the same price as the black ones. So the boot covers were attached to this boot with some cable ties, which were painted over. Done all the painting like we did on the other boot, but time was ticking away and the convention I was going to had arrived. So I had to paint it in the hotel the night before the convention and did it during a live stream where cosplayer Damien Valentine joined me to chat too. And I have had a few people telling me I didn't do it right as the end should be the other way round. Well, looks like the right way to me. But looking at the shape of the underboot in the film makes me think maybe I should remake the whole boot like an oval instead of a welly. What do you guys think? But that is it. That is how we made the boots to my Buzz Lightyear cosplay. We won't be having a Buzz video next Monday, as our podcast will be out on the Sunday or Monday next week. And then we have our road to PS5. So next video will be on Monday the 17th of August, but we will be showing you how we did the chest and jetpack. And then the following week we will be doing the crotch, or nappy as I call it, thigh pieces, tubing around the midsection and the hood. Thanks for watching. If you would like to hit that subscribe button, that would be great. And if you'd like to support us, then you can tip us on the link that is displayed on the screen and also on the description. All money tipped will go towards new equipment and software to make our videos better for you. Thanks everyone for all your support. It means the world to us, and look forward to chatting to you guys in the comments. But that is it for this week. So until next time.